Alrighty, people, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. I had such a good night last night interviewing and talking with Tad and Kit from Harvest 912. Thank you for those of you who joined us. That was a very, very cool interview. But now we're back to pod business. Lonestar Mastiff Farms. You're going to see a link for them in the description box. Listen, here's what you need to know. You can still get Superhot pods now. You can have Christmas pods. I'm not fooling, but you just got to click the link in the description box. I've got 3 very, very cool peppers I'm going to be eating today. Very interesting. So this one, look at this green pod. All right, mustard pod. What this is an LSM 07. We're going to go with that. Then I've got this, which is a red Pratali. Now, for those that aren't in the know, the Pratali is the second hottest pepper anybody on the planet's ever going to eat. It's not the hottest, though. This is a very cool pod. You know what that thing is? If you said 34, you're right. Let me tell you what this pepper is. This pepper is a very cool one. This is a big black mama crossed with a reaper. So we're going to eat these and see what kind of burn we can get. I'm cutting them with my May knife. This is a very, very amazing knife that was given me by from Harvest 912. And it's the strangest knife because it's unbelievable how sharp this knife gets, but it doesn't stay sharp. I have to sharpen it frequently. I don't mind doing that because I kind of like sharpening knives, but boy, it's a wicked sharp knife when it's sharp. All right, so here we go. This is the LM. Whoa! It's an LSM 07. Wait till you see the interior of this pod. Look at the color of that. Isn't that lovely looking? Wow. And it smells beautiful. Oh, man. It doesn't have that green smell. Sometimes you open a pod and it has that fresh cut smell, like a green pepper. It doesn't have that. LSM 07. Is that what that is? LSM or L? Yeah, LSM 07. My name is Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase. Wow. I'm just in love with winter pods. They taste better. That had a great mustard flavor. It didn't taste like a green pod. Sometimes if you get a mustard pod too early, it tastes green. Sometimes late season mustard pods sometimes taste green because they mature slower. That was sweet. Great mustard pod flavor, which is not, it's kind of like, it's almost a go-between fruity and earthy. It's hard to explain. Super flavorful, though. Now, the heat on that, I need to trim my mustache. You know, I need to get to a barber and have them trim it. It's getting a little long. The goatee is. Not here, but here. Anyway, the burn is in my throat and my tongue. Winter pods aren't quite as severe, so that was probably only like a 6 or 7. Super lovely flavor, though. Honest to God, that tastes so good. I'm going to eat the Pratali next. I'm going to finish on the... I'll tell you what. This is a good cut. This knife is so good at cutting pods. I want you to see this. You guys ready for this one? You guys have no idea how hard it is to cut a tail like that. I have a little practice. There's the interior of the Pratali. Now, before I had the Warthog, this was the hottest pepper I'd ever had, or the chocolate. But same family. Not anymore. It's the Warthog. Pratali. I would like to set up an indoor facility and mimic the temperatures right now. Not grow them super hot, grow them in a cooler temperature. So in essence, you duplicate the winter pod because you create better tasting pods. If I could choose, if I could just eat winter pods forever, I would because the flavor is so good. Now that's way hotter. The one I just ate was way hotter than the green one. That last one was very hot pepper. So the Pratali is going to be a 9 or a 10 for everybody. Hot. And if you do happen to get your hands on a Pratali, please know that when you eat it, you aren't going to be able to talk like I am. That's kind of my superpower. Here's the Big Black Mama crossed with a Reaper. Chocolate pods are so pretty. God, they're beautiful. It's almost a drag to eat this one. I've never had a Big Black Mama cross with a Reaper, so this is pretty cool. Oh. I must say this really carefully. If you're somebody who eats pods and you've never really eaten pods before, you wouldn't really notice that much of a difference if you ate winter pods. This is my clarion call to everybody out there who are real chili heads. If you've never eaten winter pods, please get some peppers. Get some peppers right now. You can, in the description box, you're going to see a link for Lonestar Mastiff Farms. You can get pods right now. I'm telling you that winter pods, the taste is so different. It's night and day. I'm not even kidding you. It's night and day, the flavor. They're just so spectacular. I'd love to do that. I'd love to have a indoor grow where you just literally mimic winter months. They grow much slower. It would take a lot longer to create pods. However, the pods that you create would be so good. The flavor. Listen, do me a favor. If you're somebody out, like I know there are a lot of folks out there that are just like me. If you're out there and you know what I'm talking about, and you've experienced how different winter pods can be, please do me a favor. Go to the comment section and say so. By the way, I didn't talk about the flavor. The flavor on that last one was so good. It was super juicy, and that flavor of the chocolate pod is so different than mid-season chocolate pods. It was just so lovely. The heat on that, it wasn't as bad as the Pratali, but it was pretty close. That's a wicked hot pepper. What you'll find about chocolate pods, people put so much weight on SHU, Scoville heat units. They're like, what's the SHU? What's the SHU? What's the SHU? I got to tell you something. Everybody puts way too much weight on that. There are chocolate pods, like the one I just ate. So often, chocolate pods will have a lower Scoville unit, but will burn you a lot more than other pods that have a higher Scoville heat unit. So sometimes what the SHU is doesn't matter. What pod are you scared to eat? I can tell you right now that there are certain pods nobody's frightened to eat because they aren't there. They aren't real. Then you have pods like a warthog. And there are people that are scared to eat a warthog. It is a wicked hot pepper. But those three I just ate are amazing. Go to the description box. Click the link for Lonestar Mastiff Farms. Get some winter pods. This can be a super hot Christmas for you. Please check them out. If nothing else, you haven't lived as a chili head until you've eaten winter peppers. They are just so spectacular, so different. Anyway, I'm a pepper nerd, you guys. I can't help it. In the description box, see the link for Lonestar Mastiff Farms. Reach out to them. Tell them I sent you. You're not going to get any kind of a discount, but just tell them I sent you anyway. You'll see all the normal stuff at the end of the screen. Tell someone you love them today. Be kind to somebody. Please do that. I will be with you all day. We got lots of content for you today. 5:05 p.m. Catch me live. Between now and then, be kind. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.